James here from goodguitarist.com, and today I want to talk about something that's so simple and obvious, it's often overlooked. When we're learning guitar, we're told to count, to tap our foot, and usually the lesson ends there. You either do it or you don't. Well, I want to show you exactly what that means and what we have to gain from counting along from music. How it eventually leads into some pretty amazing skills like being able to make up your own patterns or figure out what pattern fits on a particular song and even play and sing at the same time. All that stuff depends on this very fundamental skill. And rather than just tell you to do it, we're going to figure out how to practice it today so that you can get really good at it and it'll turn into all those things. And I'm going to break this up into 3 lessons that'll help you apply counting in a way that'll make you a better all-around musician. So be sure to subscribe so that you can be notified when the next one comes out. And if you'd like some extra guidance with these lessons, I've prepared a step-by-step worksheet that'll bring you through this entire workout. It's available on my Patreon. There's a link down below for that. And while you're down there, you'll also see a link to download my free ebook, which contains all the basics of rhythm guitar, chords and strumming. It's completely free. Anyways, let's begin with a very simple exercise. Clapping along to a song. We'll use the track You Are My Sunshine, and I'm just going to listen to it here so I can clap along with you guys. And by the way, this is a repair job because I lent this out to somebody who did not take care of it and the cable came out, so be careful who you lend your stuff to. So we're just clapping along to the beat. Start with this, and then we count along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And finding beat 1 on your own can be quite a bit of a challenge. It is the main beat though, so listen for the most prominent beat, and that's usually beat 1. Also listen for main events like chords changing, just relax and try to find it. 1. You have a 1 in 4 chance of being right, so with some trial and error, you will get there. And being wrong about it just means that you have the potential to build that skill. And when you try, you're working towards it. 1, 1. Now, this is useful in the real world for one really important thing: figuring out the tempo of a song so that you can practice it with a metronome. Most metronomes have a function called tap tempo. On mine it says beat tap, and that lets you press the button along with the beat, and then it'll tell you the tempo. And all the metronome apps that you're going to download on your phone will have it. When I'm on my computer, I just type tap tempo in Google, and a bunch of good ones come up. And we just listen to the song, I click along with my space bar with the tune, and our song is 96 beats per minute. From here, I could set my metronome a little bit slower than that. Maybe I'll set it to 70, and I can try it slower so that I can do it more accurately. And then I'll raise it by 1 or 2 beats every day until I reach my goal of 96, and I can play along with the song at that point. So at this point, I have a simple assignment for you. I want you to load up some songs that you enjoy and first clap along and then try to count along. Remember that there's some trial and error involved in finding beat 1, but you just do your best, and simply trying will make you better. It's not about being successful right away. If you need help with that, I have a worksheet on my Patreon page with all those steps outlined. There's a link for that down below. There's also my free ebook, and I just released a new course covering everything rhythm and strumming from beginner to advanced. It's called Strumming Made Simple, and it goes over everything that you need to develop your sense of rhythm and get it out on guitar. Not to just understand it, but to be able to express yourself as you strum guitar. Have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.